BMW and Toyota have teamed up to release new hydrogen-powered vehicles, which they believe will actually spearhead a revolution. Now, you might be thinking to yourself, this is hyperbolic. This is Electric Viking talking here. But no, guys, sorry. The truth is, Toyota and BMW have both made public statements saying the future of the automotive industry is powered by hydrogen. It's not EVs. EVs will never hit mass market share, says Toyota. And BMW, well, an executive from BMW from the management board today said that internal combustion engines will never die. Never, as in not in 1,000 years from today. YouTube's new algorithm means that you're often not getting all of our videos in your feed. There's 7,500. I'm pretty sure you're probably not seeing a lot of them. In the description, there is a link to our newsletter. Click on that and you can get an update every day of all the latest news in the electric car industry. Hello, my friends. Welcome to the channel. I'm Sam Evans. You're watching the Electric Viking, and I'm going to debunk some of these statements from BMW and Toyota and show you why this is all complete and utter Alice in Wonderland nonsense. BMW and Toyota have been working together to bring the iX5 hydrogen, or basically the X5 hydrogen SUV to life. And now the new iX5 will come in 5 different iterations. There will be an electric version, 800-volt architecture with new cylindrical battery cells that are kind of similar to Tesla's 4680 battery cells. There will be a plug-in hybrid. There will be a gasoline-powered or petrol-powered version. There will be a diesel version, and there will be a hydrogen-powered version. By launching the new BMW iX5 with a choice of 5 different drive system variants, we are demonstrating our leading position as a technology pioneer, said BMW's development boss. Now, the boss added that hydrogen has an essential part to play in global decarbonisation while committing to advancing the technology for future use. And the new hydrogen-powered iX5, many people believe hydrogen is a new technology. It's in its infancy. Give it time, they say. They say this quite often, give it time. Hydrogen vehicles, they've only been around for a little while, but actually they're lying to you, and they're lying to themselves as well. They've sold themselves on a utopian, I'd say dystopian dream of hydrogen-powered vehicles, when the truth is hydrogen vehicles have been in development for more than 30 years. It's not a new technology. In fact, actually, if you want to be technical about it, they've been in development for more than 40 years. BMW's iX5 will be based on its 3rd-gen fuel cell system, which BMW is developing through its partnership with Toyota. BMW claims the new system is more powerful, efficient, and compact, thereby increasing range and output at the same time as reducing energy consumption. BMW says it's already building the first vehicles in Munich and at the BMW Group plant in Austria. Additional parts will come from the group's Landshut plant in Germany as well. The BMW iX5 hydrogen will be a true BMW, promises Michael Rath, the group's vice president of hydrogen vehicles. Following pilot tests, the new iX5 is set to launch in 2028 as BMW's first mass-produced hydrogen-powered model. Now, I should mention that I did a video about 18 months ago where BMW's executives were all polled, asked questions, what is the future of the automotive industry? And they said by 2040, most vehicles will be powered by hydrogen. Now, I'm going to guess they've probably walked back on some of those statements since then. But the truth is that BMW is still investing quite a lot of money into this technology. Is that a good decision? Is it a good idea to water down your vehicles, have 5 different propulsion models? Is that smart? Well, interesting, because I have some facts that might actually help you to understand this a little better. The price of hydrogen to use in vehicles or trucks has tripled in the past 5 years. It's now around $33 per kilogram, and it's therefore quite expensive. To give you an idea on the prices, here in Australia, if you want to fill up your semi-truck with hydrogen and it has a 75 kilo capacity for an 800 kilometre range, well, the price is $2,500 for an 800 kilometre trip. Now, most hydrogen is derived from fossil fuels, blue, grey, black, brown hydrogen, and Green hydrogen has pretty much been abandoned due to high production costs. This has really nothing to do with the cost of electricity, but it's the cost of processing and storing the hydrogen itself. So even if the cost of electricity hits marginal cost, as Tony Seba has predicted, the cost of electricity will go down to the point where we don't even think about it. That will eventually happen. The trouble with that is governments believe that therefore when that happens, they'll simply create hydrogen with all the free, cheap, abundant electricity we will have made because of the superpower buildup. For renewables to work, we've got to build out 200% capacity. What do we do with that extra 100% capacity? 99% of the time, when we've got more than we need, make hydrogen. But it doesn't really make sense because the cost of hydrogen is more about actually processing and storing it. Yeah, by the time hydrogen is converted into electricity, it is 4 times less efficient than gasoline or petrol and 10 times less efficient than an EV that uses electricity from any source. Now, hydrogen bowsers, as in, like the actual guns you use to fill up your fuel tank, they are incredibly unreliable due to high pressures and complexity. They'll often freeze to your car. This is quite common. You can read stories of this all over the internet. And there's not many of them either. The number of them in the United States, well, there's almost none outside of California. And in California, there used to be about 56. That number has fallen now to, I believe, about 40. So a lot of them are closing because they simply don't make a profit. Why don't they make a profit? Well, here's the thing. They're quite expensive, first of all, to set up. And cost for storage and transport of hydrogen is 5 times that of petrol or diesel. Now, most actual hydrogen facilities don't have the capacity to store much hydrogen. There are hydrogen stations in the US and Europe, right? Like I said, in California and in Europe, but those stations don't actually store all that much hydrogen. For example, many of them will store approximately 80 kilograms of hydrogen, which is only enough for 1 truck per day, or around about 30 cars. In California, there's stations that can store more than that, but they only have enough, literally, for 50 cars a day. And then after that, there's nothing they can do until they get their next delivery of hydrogen. So imagine a gas station or an EV charger being capable of only doing that many charges or fill ups per day. It's just not efficient, right? With an EV charger in the one location, you have multiple charging points. You might have 10, you might have 4, but you're not going to have one that can only do that many cars per day. And in addition to that, gasoline, diesel, and, well, electricity are all much cheaper than hydrogen. Here's the other thing as well. It's not just the United States where hydrogen refueling stations are closing down. In fact, the outright number of hydrogen refueling stations in Europe has declined significantly over the past 12 months. Maintenance and repair of hydrogen vehicles, according to Chris Roberts, the team leader of Automotive Industries, is significantly more expensive than diesel or petrol. Hydrogen pressure vessels have got a service life of 15 years and must be replaced, and they are quite expensive. They range in price from $10,000 to $20,000 each. In addition to that, hydrogen trucks cannot be parked inside without hundreds of thousands being spent on hydrogen mapping and filling the building with special sensors and automatic ventilation in the event of a leak, says Chris Roberts from Automotive Industries. Now, as I think, clearly outlined in this video, the likeliness of hydrogen being the future of the automotive industry, considering the fact that electric cars will be far cheaper than internal combustion vehicles, and the batteries will last for more than 5 million miles within the next few years, is exceptionally unlikely. We have electricity everywhere. It's at your home. It's at your office. It's on the street. There's chargers being built everywhere. Why exactly is it that most humans would decide to move away from that easy, affordable option and start refilling their cars with exceptionally expensive hydrogen, which is extremely difficult to find? I don't know why Toyota and BMW and even Hyundai think that's going to happen. But it could be something to do with them making profits. Toyota has a 50-50 joint venture partnership with Shell to build out hydrogen refueling stations. And that's kind of like these guys trying to continue the status quo in order to profit from you. So, my advice is even if you believe in the hydrogen dream, the fantasy, remember, if you do believe in that and you want that to happen, you are basically supporting fossil fuel companies, oil companies, and their right to profit from you. And that, in my opinion, is not a particularly sensible thing to do. Guys, let me know what your thoughts are. Thanks for watching. The Sydney EV International Motor Show. If you want to get a 50% discount on your tickets, all you got to do, click the link in the description and use the promotion code that's in the description. Just copy and paste that. Now, I should mention there's only 200 tickets available per day. So if you go to use the promo code and you can't get a ticket, wait till the next day. Don't wait until the day before the show to get your tickets, because otherwise you'll probably miss out on getting the 50% discount.